Welcome back to Movies Philosophy, where we explore the world of cinema, one masterpiece at a time. Today, we're diving into the gritty, suspenseful, and intricately woven tale of Martin Scorsese's The Departed, a film that keeps you on the edge of your seat with every twist and turn. Released in 2006, The Departed is not just another crime thriller. It's a masterclass in storytelling, featuring an all-star cast including Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, Jack Nicholson, and Mark Wahlberg. Set against the backdrop of Boston's organized crime scene, this film explores themes of loyalty, betrayal, and the blurred lines between good and evil. So, let's unravel the complex web of deception, dig into the best dialogues, and uncover some fascinating details about this modern classic. The plot of The Departed revolves around two men on opposite sides of the law. Colin Sullivan, played by Matt Damon, is a mole working for crime boss Frank Costello inside the Massachusetts State Police, while Billy Costigan, portrayed by Leonardo DiCaprio, is an undercover cop infiltrating Costello's crew. As both try to uncover each other's identities, a deadly game of cat and mouse unfolds, with high stakes and even higher tension. Billy and Colin narrowly missing each other in their respective operations. With its tightly woven narrative and psychological complexity, the film keeps you guessing until the very end. And when the truth finally unravels, it's both shocking and tragic, reminding us that in this world, trust is a rare and dangerous thing. The Departed is packed with sharp, memorable dialogues that capture the essence of its complex characters. Let's revisit some of the most powerful lines from the film. Frank Costello: "I don't want to be a product of my environment. I want my environment to be a product of me." Costello's opening line sets the tone for his character. He's not just a crime boss. He's a manipulative force who shapes the world around him. This quote reflects his philosophy of control and domination, showcasing his dangerous charisma. Sergeant Dignam: "I'm the guy who does his job. You must be the other guy." Mark Wahlberg's character, Sergeant Dignam, is known for his blunt and no-nonsense attitude. This line, delivered with his signature sarcasm, highlights his disdain for incompetence and sets him apart as one of the film's standout characters. Colin Sullivan: "When you decide to be something, you can be it. That's what they don't tell you in the church. When I was your age, they would say we could become cops or criminals. What I'm saying is this: when you're facing a loaded gun, what's the difference?" Sullivan's words reflect his internal conflict and moral ambiguity. To him, the line between cop and criminal is blurred, emphasizing the film's central theme of duality and deception. Billy Costigan: "You sit there with a mass murderer. A mass murderer. Your heart rate is jacked, and your hand, steady. That's one thing I figured out about myself in prison. My hand does not shake. Ever." Billy's determination and fearless resolve are clear in this quote. He's a man who's been through hell and back, and his unshakable hand is a testament to his strength and focus. Frank Costello: "When you're facing a loaded gun, what's the difference?" Costello's philosophical musings on power and fear show his unpredictable nature. He's someone who operates on his own rules, making him as terrifying as he is fascinating. Captain Queenan: "You know who I am and I know who you are. But who are you?" This cryptic line from Captain Queenan encapsulates the film's theme of hidden identities and the confusion that ensues when trust is shattered. It's a powerful moment that emphasizes the stakes of Costigan's undercover mission. Sergeant Dignam: "I'm the guy who tells you there are guys you can hit and there are guys you can't. Now, that's not quite a guy you can't hit, but it's almost a guy you can't hit. So, I'm gonna make a ruling on this right now. You don't hit him, you understand?" Dignam's humor and directness bring a unique energy to the film. His ability to navigate the murky waters of law enforcement with what makes him one of the most memorable characters. Frank Costello: "You're nobody until somebody shoots you." Costello's dark humor and nihilistic outlook are on full display here. This line underlines his acceptance of the violent world he thrives in, where notoriety is often a result of violent confrontation. Let's revisit some of the film's most intense scenes that define its edge-of-the-seat suspense and emotional depth. The rooftop confrontation. The climactic scene where Billy confronts Colin on the rooftop is a masterclass in tension and suspense. With the truth finally out in the open, the characters are forced to face the reality of their double lives, leading to a brutal, shocking resolution. Costello's death. Frank Costello's death marks a turning point in the film, as he lies dying, betrayed by his own protege. The scene serves as a brutal reminder that in the world of the departed, loyalty is an illusion and no one is truly safe. Elevator shootout. The sudden and violent confrontation in the elevator, where Billy is killed by another mole, is one of the most shocking moments in the film. It's a reminder of the unpredictable nature of the story and the harsh reality of the character's world. The final shot. The film's final shot, where Sullivan is killed by Dignam in his own apartment, is both satisfying and symbolic. The rat crawling across the balcony rail perfectly encapsulates the film's theme of betrayal and deception. The Departed is not just a brilliant film, but also has a fascinating production history. Here are some intriguing facts that add even more depth to this masterpiece. Oscar success. The Departed finally earned Martin Scorsese his long-awaited Best Director Oscar, along with the award for Best Picture. It's a testament to the film's incredible impact and Scorsese's mastery of the craft. Based on a Hong Kong film, the movie is actually a remake of the 2002 Hong Kong film Infernal Affairs. Scorsese's adaptation brings the story to the gritty streets of Boston, but the core themes of loyalty and betrayal remain the same. Jack Nicholson's improvisation. Jack Nicholson improvised many of his scenes as Frank Costello, adding his own dark and twisted touch to the character. The infamous severed hand scene was entirely his idea, showcasing his ability to push the boundaries of the role. Real Boston connections. Many of the characters were inspired by real people from Boston's criminal underworld. Frank Costello's character is loosely based on Whitey Bulger, a notorious crime boss who evaded capture for years. The use of music. Scorsese's use of music is legendary, and The Departed is no exception. From the iconic Gimme Shelter by the Rolling Stones to the unforgettable I'm Shipping Up to Boston by Dropkick Murphys, the soundtrack adds a powerful layer to the film's atmosphere. In the end, The Departed is a thrilling, thought-provoking exploration of loyalty, identity, and the cost of deception. With its brilliant direction, outstanding performances, and gripping narrative, it remains one of the best crime